Simon Peter was not yet a disciple. He becomes one after this miracle, not before. So I have to think that maybe Peter heard something in Jesus' sermon when he was proclaiming the word of God as the people were gathered on the shore that convinced him enough to say, okay, maybe I can trust this guy with what he's asking me to do. I mean, at the very least, there's little risk to doing what Jesus asks him to do. And so I'm sure that if you've been in a church, if you've heard Sunday school lessons, you know what comes next. The miracle is that so many fish are in the boat that they cause the boats to sink a little bit. I think of lowrider like Cadillacs with the butts almost on the ground and just kind of bouncing along. So many fish that the nets begin to break. And then comes the good, I will make you fishers of people, really is what the word is. But when I was growing up in Vacation Bible School, I heard fishers of men. And of course, we want to be inclusive. Women, we want to be fishing for you as well. Fishers of people. It's a great Sunday school lesson. It's a great Vacation Bible School lesson. It illustrates the importance of evangelism, of going out and telling people about Jesus, right? That's not what we're talking about today, though. There's a different miracle that happens in this story, and it's the miracle of conquered unfaithfulness or faithlessness. The conquering of distrust. When Peter is confronted by Jesus being someone who is powerful and trustworthy, his immediate reaction is to say, "Get away from me. Stay away. Stay away from me. I am an evil person. You are something else. I don't know what yet, but you're something else. And you're too good for me," right? That's what Peter's saying. I can't, Jesus. You're too holy. And that is a fear response, right? It's being afraid of what Jesus will demand. And that is that he should change, that he should give up, we find out, being a fisherman, and to come catch people, which Peter has very little experience doing. Jesus says to Peter in response what every angel of God says to whenever they show up on the scene. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of your lack of faith and your lack of trust. You can trust me. You may not be able to trust anything else, Simon Peter, but you're going to learn. Goodness, you are going to learn. You're going to spend a lot of time learning how in the world to trust again. And you're going to learn because I'm going to teach you, by the way. And you might never get it perfect, and you probably never did, but you're going to get close enough to walk on water, Peter. Friends, putting your trust in anything is countercultural right now. But it's even more countercultural to put your trust in the God that you can't see with your two eyes. The God who calls you to love God's people, each and every neighbor we encounter, every stranger that God puts in our pathway. It's countercultural to trust that God and to trust that in the words of the prophet, if God got us, then we gonna be all right.